Hey everyone, I'm going to be talking about these. I want to discuss small bags. Why I think they might be something that we're actually overlooking. And if you're into this stuff and you want to save some money, let's say you want a Chanel classic flap, but you're thinking, realistically, I can't stomach spending £4,000, £5,000, £6,000 on one of those bags. So therefore you end up buying a wallet on a chain, which you come to find you don't really use that much because it only really fits like some cards and maybe a really thin mobile phone. Get one of these. They're really going to save you some money, and so I'm going to share with you some pros and cons on them, why I think they're worth getting, because at the moment the prices of them, I can see them creeping up a lot in the case of Dior in particular. Where to find mini cosmetics and mini items that will fit in your bag so you can go out in the day and you've still got everything that you need, you just don't have it in massive sizes. And ones that I think are worth getting and ones that I think are actually worth you getting the full size of. Chanel. The jumbo is currently a bit over 6,000. The medium is a little bit over 5,500, and the medium size, there's not much in it, let me tell you, between the medium size and the mini rectangle. And I know you're going to be like, well, a mini versus a medium, yeah, but let me explain. This is 5,500. This is 3,300 at the moment. The mini square is £3,070. Therefore, if you were to buy the mini square instead of this, you would be saving £2,430. If you bought the mini square instead of the jumbo, you would be saving nearly £3,000. To be precise, you would be saving £2,980. And actually, if you have a look at how much you can fit in both of these, the reason why I think that this one is just as good as this is that this, in the mini sizes of the rectangle and the square, it's just one open section. If you move across to the classic flaps, the true classic flaps, they've got all of these flaps going on the inside. Let me show you. They've got this one here. Then you open it up, and actually this space here is quite tight. Can you see if you compare it to the mini? Likewise, if you're thinking maybe more the rectangle because you're like, okay, I'm getting the vibe of this, maybe I'm being drawn more towards it because I don't really want to pay 5,500. I didn't pay 5,500 for this, by the way, because I bought it several years ago. The actual true classic flap doesn't have this top handle on it, but look at the size difference. It's not huge. It's not that it, and look, even this one looks slightly wider. And again, let's have a look on the inside of this. The inside is just one big open section. It's not like the flap version, which has got loads of extra stuff going on with it that just ends up taking more room. So hopefully I'm getting across the point here that these can be practical and you can save a lot of money. And I also just want to say as well, very quickly, talking about price, if you are thinking of buying any of these, it doesn't matter on the brand, the prices at the moment have gone nuts. I'm going to be talking as well about a Bulgari bag in a minute. Some of you told me I was pronouncing that wrong, so thank you for telling me. But I'm going to talk about that because, my God, the prices on these things. To give you an idea, back in 2016, this bag was £1,700. It's now £3,070. I know 2016 was a while ago, but even so. Then again, if you take the mini Lady Dior, this is an example where actually, if ideally you want the medium, get the medium, because the price difference in this is not much. I was really confused. So this bag is currently £3,050, whereas the medium size is £3,700. So if ideally you're wanting this, and you're listening to this video going, oh cool, well I don't really have 3,700, but I got 3. Unless you want the tiny version of the bag, I think keep going, save up a bit more. Unlike Chanel, where actually the saving's really big, with Dior it's not quite the same. When you are thinking of buying any of these, if you're going to buy one online, make sure you take the measurements and measure your phone. How many times do you go and you see a bag in a store that catches your eye? What do we all do? We look at it and we're like, oh, that's really nice, and then we pick it up, try it on in the mirror. How does it suit me? How many times do we actually empty our current bag out and try and fit all of the stuff in these? I always forget. This is a great example. Love this bag. I've got two hatbox bags here. This is from Aspinal of London. It is leather, but it's really weird. It's coated leather, so it doesn't really feel like leather on the outside. But anyway, that's by the by. On the inside, it's very pretty. You've got one elasticated pocket, one section that's quilted. This bag is £495, so I think it's really well priced. It comes with a really lovely thought about crossbody and shoulder strap as well. So if you don't want to carry it by the top handle, it's convenient. When you are using it, if you need to open it in public, the handy thing about it is that if you're wearing it crossbody, it doesn't, when you open it, it doesn't fall all over the floor. When I purchased this, phones were no problem. They fitted in it. I think I had an iPhone 5. Now, here's the issue with this. My phones don't fit. I can't even close the lid on this. So that's the iPhone 10. Then I've got my Samsung Galaxy Note 9. That doesn't even, that's not happening. If you move along to this, however, this is one of a few of the mini bags that I'm going to show you that I think is actually practical. This is a hatbox bag design. This colour is called Mint. This is actually, some of you are going to be way surprised, but this is from Senreve. Senreve, you probably know them more. For anyone who does know them, they have like a classic lineup of bags and they're all quite, in a way, they all look the same. They've all got the same features on them. This is a bag that is really different from them, that I was excited when I saw it because I love this design, but this bag doesn't fit my stuff anymore. A couple of really good things about it. By the way, I got given this, and I always say this, but I feel terrible whenever I get given anything because I don't want you to think, oh, you don't really like it or you wouldn't really buy it. Let me tell you, I have got so much junk and I've got so many bags. The last thing I need is any more bags, particularly bags that I don't even like. So when I graciously accepted this, is because I like it, and I have actually bought their bags before for full price because I believe in them. And if I'm going to tell you to buy something, if I wouldn't buy it myself, then why am I even telling you? Anyway, this is called the Circa Bag. Couple of things that make this a lot more wearable than that is, look at this, how much this opens out. It's also got a much more supple feel to it. This comes in the pebbled leather. They do a few different leathers. It's got a top handle that's actually been designed to look like a ribbon, like a tied up ribbon. It's got two metal catches as well. There is soon to be a really pretty woven handle that will go on this bag. But you know what I got thinking? For any of you who have got those pretty handles, you could even clip those on and add like even a handbag chain you could add to this. On the inside, the benefit to this versus that is that both phones fit very comfortably in. You have got their non-removable key clip, which is handy. I'm always losing my car keys. It's got two inner card sections, one larger pocket, one smaller one, so you can be quite organized with it. It's got the signature Senreve blue micro suede, and if you feel that, it feels like Alcantara that you would get in a car. The benefit that I feel to a lot of the small bags are that they've put a decent sized pocket on the outside. That can be a problem with small bags, is getting in and out of them. It can be quite annoying, but with this, it's got a pocket on the front. It also does have a card holder section on the back. Also, this has got a removable crossbody strap, or you can wear that on one shoulder. You can adjust the length. And then the other thing that it does, which pretty much all of their bags do, is you can pull this handle through and it lets you, if you desire, wear it as a backpack. So how can you fit anything in these things? What you need to do, you need to take all of the regular stuff that you use and just look for miniature versions of it. Sometimes the travel size versions you can get are a really good one to go with. Also, I found things like this, which is a mini size powder compact with translucent powder. Another thing that I saw, and I was like, this I need to show you. This is from By Terry. It's new out. Again, they gave this to me I'm not sponsored, okay, I'm just showing you it, and the link to it isn't even affiliate. They sent it and I was like, this is blooming perfect for this. This is a kit containing their top most popular items in miniature. Look at this. The case it comes in is really nice, but moreover, can I show you? One thing I struggle with is finding a makeup brush that actually fits, that I can put a cover on so it doesn't get dirty or doesn't dirty the bag, but without taking up loads of room. Look at this, the tiniest kabuki brush you've ever seen. It's, oh, that's really soft. And that's not gonna take up much room. And then with that, they have also got this miniature sized hyaluronic acid powder. So their translucent powder has got hyaluronic in it, so it's really weird. It kind of attracts water, so it blends over in large pores, but it doesn't dry you out. It doesn't show up all of your crinkles at the same time. And this, you can unscrew the top, and if you've got translucent powder, it doesn't even need to be from this brand. You can tip it in and keep it refilled. This is a mess. Normally I have this split out over multiple boxes, but I wanted to show you the small items and talk about where you can get them from so that you can actually use these bags. I'll talk about some of my favorite things because there's a lot here. This is the L'Occitane hand cream that I was telling you about, and from memory you buy a package of these and there's a few in the pack. I've then got a hand sanitizer. I have a selection of different compacts. This is brilliant. This is a cushion foundation, which looks a bit of a mess because guess what, I use it. But yeah, this is a cushion foundation. I really like this because it's really light coverage, and when you go out, even if you wear a very heavy foundation, it's perfect for touch-ups. And I have the colour 3N. There we go. Then, as some of you might have seen a couple of weeks ago, this is a compact mirror, but it has tweezers on the back. Translucent powder compact, although I accidentally put this in the washing machine and there's no powder left in it, but I keep it because I like it, but obviously I'm never going to be able to use it again. Small hairbrush, which basically just pops up like that, and that's pretty thin as well, so that slots in well. This, which I just showed you, which is that kabuki brush, that's going to come in handy. I'll show you what I was using before, which served a purpose, but it wasn't ideal. Oh, here we go. This isn't actually a brush that's meant to look like that. It's meant to connect onto another brush handle, but it was the best thing that I had. And the problem I found with this is I couldn't keep it clean in my bag unless I kept it in a pouch, and then even then it wasn't quite clean. So yeah, that was, who made that? Rounded cheek brush, I don't know, but yeah, this looks good. And then that also comes with the translucent powder, which will be good to replace my other compact. And then shall I show you a few of the small bags that I keep things in? This is a Hello Kitty bag from MAC, which, God, I think that's from 2008. This is what I keep my earphones in, and that's a lip balm. And this is really cool because you can clip it on your belt, or clip it on whatever you want really. I normally clip it on my belt, and it's leather, and I think I have 2 of these. This is the other one. They come in different colours. This is also really old. That's from MAC, but that's really handy, and it squashes down, so if you don't have much in it, you can squeeze it down. This is from Chanel. This is really good for like lip balms and stuff. Then this, I bought this at the same time as the mirror, and this is from a website called artbox.co.uk, and they had different designs. Now what I like about it is it's waterproof, it's plastic, so I can actually wash this, clean it, even on the inside it's that plastic, so if anything spills I can turn this inside out and wash it, which is really handy. And then finally I have this, which is really old as well. But this is good for bags where you don't have much room and you want something that's really slim and fits in. And that is from the sister company of this, and that sister company is called Tofu Cute, and they have a website. And then finally, what else should I show you? Oh yeah, finally, blotting sheets. I find that blotting sheets are in some ways better than taking out another foundation, because a lot of the time for me it's not foundation that needs topping up, it's actually oil that needs lifting off. These are brilliant. These I got from Boots and they're really slim and they fit in like an interior pocket. With small bags, if you, well, even larger size, if you're someone who changes up your bag a lot, because this stuff is tiny, what ends up happening is I'll be in a rush to go out one day and I'm thinking, I don't have the space in my bag for a regular size compact. Where is that miniature size one, or where is that certain pouch? And I can't find it. And then I find it days later and it's in a bag that I used. So what I do is, after I've been out somewhere, even if I've got no plans of changing up my bag anytime soon, I take everything out and I put it in I've got 2 of these boxes. And then when I'm in a rush next time, I know I can just come back here and I can find it. So I would recommend this, and there are, as you've seen, miniature size things you can get that still allow you to take your hairbrush, take your makeup, but you can use a small bag quite easily. Strangely, I don't know why, but I have a lot of you email me and also leave comments to say, will a mini size bag suit me? Let's say I really want a Chanel bag. I don't have or don't want to spend over £4,000 on one. I actually really like something like this or the rectangle, but I'm really tall, or I'm really petite. Or I had one of you the other day saying, I'm quite curvy and I'm just really worried about whether that's gonna work for me. I'm gonna say something is quite depressing, but it's true. One day, God, this is depressing, but one day we're all going to be dead. So if you want to wear a small bag, you do it. And for example, I'm really tall. I'm kind of 5'7", 5'8", and in heels, I can be like 6 foot. On me, sometimes if I'm wearing heels, I can make these bags look tiny. And you know what? Who cares? If you're into this kind of thing, buy them, enjoy them, live your life. I want to talk briefly about this before I talk about my final verdict, because this is an example of a small size bag that they've managed to make have more capacity than a small size bag. This is the Bulgari bag, which I bought beginning, I think at the end of 2019 or something. I want to mention this because you get stacks of bag for your money from this brand, and I always put it down to the fact that I think things are changing and the prices are going up. Prices are going up on all of this. If there is anything here that you see that you like, I will promise you now, the prices have gone up. In here, they've made it an accordion design, which means it ends up being really roomy. It also comes with, here are the extra things that Bulgari add. You get with your bag a raincoat that comes in this little clippy bag here. So you can keep that in there, and if you get caught in the rain, it fits really nicely over the top. Every bag also comes with a custom vanity mirror that I haven't taken the sticker off mine because I don't want to ruin it. But on the vanity mirror is the colour of your bag, and here this is the shape of a serpent's head, which is the brand design. The crossbody strap on this is adjustable. It's in a really lovely soft gold. It's not even champagne gold, it's kind of softer than that. And if you take a look at those details, the chain is designed to look and move like a snake's body, kind of scales. And it also has the tiny metal snake head emblems on the edges of it. This bag was a bit over 2,000 when I purchased it, but that's only because this has got the char green material on the top. But if you go and get this one, which I think is beautiful, I love this bag is currently around about 1,700. Where can you find a bag for £1,700 of this quality from such a brand with all of the extra things that come with it? They come in a whole bunch of colours, but they are going up in price. And I just want to say that this bag I think is now £2,800, and that is a lot more than I paid for it. And I think it's because I think Bulgari do a lot on social media and they're becoming more popular. And I think that can only be the reason for it. And there's still a bag that is, what's the word, not commonplace. If you like the Chanels, etc., but you feel like they're a bit everywhere and you're a bit bored of them, check out Bulgari. They've got a really nice range, really excellent quality, and whenever I've been there, the service has been really great as well. My verdict, do I think they're worth it? Yes, absolutely. But can I just say, if there is a bag in your mind in the size that you want, just because you have saved thus far this much. For example, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I used to do this. I would have an ultimate bag in my mind and it would take me ages to save up for it, and I would go and walk around the boutique before I had the money saved, and I would end up tempted into buying some other junk that I didn't even want, and then my savings pot was back down to nearly nothing, and I still had on my mind that one item that I really wanted. And I would urge any of you, if there is a bag in a size that you ideally want, ignore what I'm saying in this, because you will only ever end up wanting that bag. If you are someone though who is into any of these brands and you're not going to pay over £4,000 for one of their bags, I love these, and they're wearable and they're workable. They're also great for day and evening. They're so versatile. I really hope that this has given you maybe just some thoughts if you're currently saving for your bag and you're thinking, do you know, the thought of, have you ever bought anything before and when you get home, although you love it, you actually feel sick? Like when you think about how long it took you to save that money, or how many days and hours and months worth of work it took you to get that money, and then like that, you've spent it. That is common. I know the feeling of that, and for that reason, if you're interested in any of these, to be able to take your saved money, buy one of these, get the bag that you actually want, and still keep by some of your savings, might be quite a good thing to do. But remember what I said, don't buy on a whim. If ultimately you know that you're still gonna pine after that ultimate bag, then don't go and blow it on one of these. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.